Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I figured I'd come on here real quick and just tell everybody I'm feeling better. If you didn't know, William was sick about a week ago. Like, pretty sick. He had a fever that was uncontrollable, kind of, sort of. He was on, we used Delsum Kids for his cough and Tylenol or acetaminophen, Tylenol, cold and cough medications for him because he was a disaster, coughing, 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 constantly coughing, and this is adult Delsum, but of course he passed it on to moi, and I didn't have the fever like he had, but I had the cough, the congestion, the nightmarish mess of that. And still, I've taken this. I'm going to continue to take that. Was sipping on honey and lemon tea, trying to get it to calm down with that, but it's right here, right there, and it's really difficult to deal with. A friend of mine, David Kaiser, he says rub Vicks on the bottom of your feet, which to me, I'm like, what the hell? How do you rub Vicks? How is Vicks rubbed on the bottom of your feet going to do anything? Well, it stimulates the medulla oblongata, and the camphor and menthol and whatever the other one is in there. There's three different ingredients in the grease. You put that on your feet, it stimulates the nerves, and it is a bronchial expander. And it is actually a thing. I looked it up. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. I was surprised. Did it work for me? I don't think so. I don't think it worked for me. You know what it did do? Where I got my foot caught in the baler, it made that hurt. It's kind of weird, but it did. It made that hurt. Boy, my Chrome Dome is really shiny today. Anyway, yeah, Chrome Dome. Look at that thing. So here's the deal. On my way to England tonight. I will be there tomorrow. Today is the 8th. Tomorrow's the 9th. We will be landing at about 10:55 in the morning. We will make our way over to Birmingham, where Lamma is. I've got all my paperwork here, permits for the parking permits and the registrations, and all the passports are here. We do have to register. We do have to check in to Virgin Air because that's who we're taking over. So we do have that work that needs to be done now. But yeah. So we're doing that now. For tomorrow, for the 10th and the 11th, those are the days that we will be at Lamma. 2 days. Day 1 we will be at Marlow, and day 2 we will be at Kubota for a couple of hours. Just a couple of hours. That's it. We're not going to be standing there all day, but I will announce. Kurt will announce. George will announce what time we will be at each booth during the course of the 2 days. That'll be the time where you can come and say howdy to us, meet, shake your hands if you want. I was thinking later, I kind of want to do something like in a more casual setting, but, outside of the show, but, they didn't seem to want to do that, which is fine because they got lives. This is kind of my working vacation, so I can do whatever the hell I want. So we are going to be planning a day at the Pandy Inn or an evening at the Pandy Inn over in Dorsten in Herefordshire. And I think it would be cool if anybody that was local to that, they could come over. I think I'll be there on I'm not sure, but I think the 11th. I'm going to try and get in there on the 11th. And then we'll tour around that area around the 11th, down to there's a few castles down there that I'd like to see on the 11th, and so the 10th, 11th. So the night of the 11th would probably, maybe we'll spend another night in, after the show over there. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out as we go. But definitely around the 12th, and I'll let people know if we're going to be at the Pandy Inn in Dorstone, in Herefordshire, along the Welsh border. in Herefordshire. So that's what our plans are, and then from there we will work our way down. I don't know, Salisbury or something like that, down to the south. I would like to see the white shores of Dover, which I'm not exactly sure where they're at, but you know what? That island really isn't that big, so I can get across it. We can hop, skip, and jump. We will be there until the 14th. We leave the night of the 14th. We will be at Duxford probably that day. On the 14th, I'm not sure. I'm going to hang out with Kurt. He's going to take us on a tour of Duxford. So at least that's what he said. And if he's got to work, that's fine. But yeah, something like that. But yeah, so that's the plan. I just wanted to come on here really pretty quick and just say that that's what we were up to. I am feeling better. I'm feeling better than I did. Yesterday I was really worried, and my wife was like, you know what, you should cancel this trip. You're going to get on that airplane, and they're going to kick you off. They're not going to kick me off. They might want to kick me off, but they're not going to kick me off. So hopefully this cough subsides by this afternoon. I'm going to take a long, brisk walk today and see if I can get those lungs opened up and kick some of that crap out along with this Delsum and whatever else I can. Maybe I'll put Vicks on my feet again just for the shits and giggles of it. But I am looking forward to meeting the people that do show up to Lamma. And if we do something at Dorston, then that would be cool too. Tim is coming. It'll be me, Timothy, Teresa, and William. We will all be there. Kurt and George will be there. And, so it'll be fun. It'll be like my English cousins and I getting together, That's how I feel. I honestly, to be honest, I don't want to offend anybody that watches my channel. I feel like I have more in common with the English farmers than I do here. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I just feel like it's easier to, converse with them. Maybe because there's not that I'm better than you kind of a thing. It's totally different the way they farm than the way we farm here. They still do a lot of plowing over there. They do cover crops as well. I think they use a lot of faba beans or whatever. But they just do a lot of different things over there than they do here. They are, in my mind, they're just easier to converse with them. And they're farmers. They're easier to get along with. And not that I don't get along with farmers here locally. There's always that thought, if like the local guys around here, there's always that thought, oh my God, he's trying to get my ground, that kind of a thing. Maybe that's what it is. I know when I go out west and talk with those farmers out there, it's easier to talk to them than it is the guys that are local. Because I do believe they think that somebody's out to get their ground, which to me, there's a protocol here. If you know the person and somebody's farming that piece of ground and say it lays fallow for a year, you go and you talk, hey, are you farming that ground anymore? They say, yes, yeah, we are. We just had a problem, blah, blah, blah. But there are snipers that are trying to get your ground anyway, and I've had that a couple of times this year. But yeah, and that's fine. But it just seems easier. But anyways, and I'm going to sign off of here because I got to get going. I got things that I didn't do the last couple of days that need to be done today. And, yeah, I hope to see some of you guys over there. Have a good day. Look forward to it.